It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Real life Clash of the Titans as the two biggest headsets, most popular headsets on the market, go head to head right here in my gaming room. Welcome to the PX5 versus the Astro A40 challenge. Alright guys, in this corner you have the most dick-ridden headset ever, the Astro A40s, and we're just gonna run through just the overall. Let me wide out on y'all just a little bit. Talk about this Astro A40. You have the Astro logo and the Major League Gaming. I think that's why everybody's on the nuts of these so much, is because MLG endorses them. They do have a really comfortable design. As I said, you got the Astro logo embossed. They have this nice, let me get in front of y'all. They have a nice swivel, so you can kind of turn them if you want to lay them on your chest. This has play in it, so it can go both ways. And the other cool feature here is that it's customizable. You can the mic is hot swappable, and what I mean by hot swappable is that let me pop it out. You can plug it into either this side, which is the left, or you can plug it into the right. Both sides, pop off these. Both sides have a mic input. These headsets in and of themselves do not come wireless, and they are not completely wireless. You have to have the mix out system, and it plugs in like so. And this requires 3 AAA batteries in order to power this thing. And it works quite flawlessly, actually. It is on a different frequency than my wireless router, so I never have any interference with it. The response is pretty good. Overall, it's a solid headset. I've even hooked it up to my Mac computer, and it's great for watching the movie. I mean, overall, for multiple use, this is a stellar headset. And the end caps just snap right in like erectors, and you are off to the races again. You hook your mic back up and you are good to go. So these are great headsets, and the comfort level is a 10 out of 10, which is the most pleasing part of this particular headset. They weigh next to nothing compared to other headsets, namely these guys here, and they have like a memory foam style to them. Hard to explain, but when you put them on your ears, they do feel really good, and they really just masturbate your ears to a point that you're in bliss. That being said, these headsets do have flaws. You know, people, let me say this, I wasn't gonna pick up those headsets. I was gonna stick with the PX5, but so many people's like, you know, don't knock it till you try it. You know, check out the Astros. The Astros are the bomb.com, all this other kind of shit. And they are great headsets, but they are dick-ridden to death. And what I mean by that is that they're good, but they're not like, oh my God, I'm just gonna die if I didn't have them. Especially for 290 bucks, which is what they retail for, unless you get them off eBay like I did. So that's a lot of fucking money. That's $300, a lot of cash to drop on some headsets that don't just knock you off your feet. And I was a little underwhelmed when I played Modern Warfare 3 with the Astro A40s. Part of it is Modern Warfare 3 does not have a built-in surround setting into the actual menu like Black Ops did, where you can adjust the sound and all that with the music and everything. But I can't hear dick on these things. I played a ton of matches. I'm relying strictly on the mini-map, and I'm just going to be real with y'all. I can't hear dick. I mean, I've run Sit Pro, I've run Ninja, Assassin, everything you can fucking run. I can't hear enemies. I can't distinguish unless they're on like something like wood and I'm perfectly still. But I mean, it's hard to hear. Whereas with the PX5s, I didn't have that issue. So that was a little frustrating, particularly for the price point. And you know, I guess I didn't drink the Kool-Aid, or maybe I hadn't drunk it yet. So we'll come back to that. talk about the PX5s for a minute, actually, versus these. The PX5 is the future, but it still has a ways to go. Comfortability, hands down, goes to the Astros, no doubt. Options, hands down, goes to the PX5. PX5s are just a more customizable headset. I mean, they are for the up-and-comers who want to be able to customize and, you know, just be able to do whatever you want to do with your headset. Now, I hear a lot of people out there saying how easy they break. Well, if you're a fucking retard and when you lose a match, you slam your headset on the ground up against the desk, you damn right it's gonna break. Do that with your iPad. Take your PS3 and drop it out the fucking window and then try to plug it up and see if it works. Or drop it off your desk. I mean, I challenge you to really do that. Or tip your TV over. Do any of that kind of stuff and see how it works after the fact. I didn't beat these PX5s up. I played with them normally. I actually dropped them on the floor one time and they worked flawlessly. Didn't have that issue that you know, a lot of people claim they do, and I know there are going to be some defective headsets out there, so I'm not speaking for everybody, but I'm speaking in general situations. But, you know, these shits is not built for you to snatch them off your neck and throw them on the desk when you have a bad match. I mean, who the fuck's going to do that with $300? I don't know, but, you know, if you do, more power to you. So, to that claim to say these are flimsy, that's a lie. They are not flimsy. These are well constructed. They do, however, vice your head. They squeeze your head, and that, to me, for a headset that costs that much, I think they could have been more comfortable. Even though they are comfortable to an extent, if I had to do a scale of 1 to 10, they're probably a 4 in comfortability. But compared to other over-the-ear headsets, they're probably about a 6. Compared to the A40s, they're probably about a 3. Out of 10. And it's just to give you an example. But after I played with both of these, I am realizing that I'm not playing with the PX5s for comfort. I'm playing to nail asses on Call of Duty and other games that I want to hear on. And the presets are what put these two ahead. This is the Astros are kind of like you see a girl with a nice ass and you get her naked and everything just hits the floor or falls apart, or it was an optical illusion. That's kind of going on with Astros. I mean, there's just nothing here. You've got a volume button. You've got a chat button. I mean, they made it kind of simple for people that aren't simple. Most people that's going to buy a $300 headset kind of know the shit and are pretty up on technology, I think. So they made it simple, and I appreciate that. You have no buttons on the actual headset, which is cool. The actual mute button is on the cable, whereas the PX5s are the Iron Man of headsets. I mean, they got more fucking buttons than you know what to do with. You probably can like change the channel on your TV in the next edition. They just got a lot of shit going on, and I like that. I dig that. I dig being able to be like this and start, you know, in the headset. If my old lady calls, she'd be like, "Are you playing that game?" Nope. I'm sitting here, you know, reading a magazine or watching TV, and she won't never know if she ain't at home. Because and that's the beauty of it, is that you can fill those calls, still be listening to the game, and then when y'all off the phone, that motherfucker just goes back full. It automatically knows what to do to sync the game back up. And you can go in if you want to change your voice. I mean, I don't do that shit no more. That was, you know, when the PlayStation 3 first came out. But if you want to change your voice, you can do it. If you want to tweak those settings further, I use preset 7, which is Superman hearing. It just, to me, was night and day. It absolutely blew the Astro A40s out of the water. I could hear every fucking footstep. I could distinguish team footsteps from other people's footsteps. I can't tell you how many people I knifed while using the PX5s just by hearing them run up on me and turn around and gut them. Now I'm getting fucked in the ass with the Astros. I'm frustrated because I'm spending all this money, and I'm trying to figure out why all these people online telling me these headphones were so great. That being said, I did use the Astros on Black Ops, and they work fucking awesome. I could hear everything. It was nice and crisp, and make no mistake that the sound processing in the Astros is better than the PX5s. Never claimed that it wasn't. I'm speaking in terms of usage. You need certain tools for certain things. Which is why, you know, in most circumstances, hell, if you got the cash, you might want both of these. Because if you're going to play Battlefield 3 or Modern Warfare 3, you almost, if you want a sound whore, which is I do and I think everybody else does, you got to go at the PX5. It's just better for that purpose. Now then, if you just want to hear some good game quality, don't want to disturb your kids, wife, whatever the case may be, want to be able to use it for multi-purposes, Astro A40 is a better platform for that. Next point is, let's see, we talked about, you know, well, let's go through a rundown real quick of pros and cons for these two headphones. So let's talk. Comfort, the winner is Astro A40. Customization, the winner is PX5s. So we're now 1-to-1. And we're going to do 5 different categories. Category 1 was comfort. Category 2 is customization. Category 3 is sound quality. I just spoke on it briefly, but sound quality by far overall goes to the Astros in a 2-to-1. Number 4 is a build quality. And touched on that too. Build quality goes slightly to the Astros because they incorporated metal, and this headset's a little more durable, but they're making this for dumbasses who like to throw their headsets around. If you are not a dumbass and you're watching this video and you don't throw your headsets around and you don't tear up your fucking controllers and you don't throw your cameras and you don't get mad when you get shot because of, I forget what they call that shit, when they lag compensation on the game, and you get shot when you think you shouldn't. But if you don't tap your shit, either of these will be just fine. I think you'll be able to use either for a long time. Both have detachable microphones. I didn't show you in this video on the PX5, but it detaches just fine. And I actually prefer the PX5 microphone to the Astro microphone, but I prefer the overall design of this one to this one. So right now, it's basically a win for the Astro because shit, they got 3 out of the 4 I've already mentioned. 4 categories, excuse me, that I already mentioned. So it's 3-to-1. The Astro is winning, and really it could be 2-to-2 because, like I said, build quality on both is outstanding. I think just different ideas on the same idea. Number 5 is the future, and the future of gaming, and the future of what gamers want, kind of all lumped in together. I squarely give that one to the PX5 to make it a 3-to-2, and really kind of to make it a 2.5 to 2.5 because I really need to split build quality and make it a draw. The reason I say future squarely goes to PX5, they know what they're doing. The biggest thing I hear fanboys of the Astros, and I'm not a fanboy of either, I just wanted a good headset to sound whore with. But the biggest thing I hear people with the Astros say is that, it doesn't operate on the same frequency as my router, so I don't have any interference. Well, I think that's an easy fix for Turtle Beach, and as a matter of fact, I watched some videos on YouTube, shout out to YouTube, of their new products that show that the newest shit that'll be coming out actually is on the same frequency, that 5 point whatever it is, that the Astros is on. And the reason I don't get all caught up in the transmit frequency is because most people don't give a shit about that. And most gamers don't care about that. They just want to know, will it work with what they have? You know, we get too many people in the community out here on YouTube that's talking all these numbers that you don't care about. What you care about, you know, nobody give a fuck if it's got a 2.5 millimeter speaker. I mean, when the fuck are you going to spout that out to when? That doesn't matter. And too many people go too unique and start talking about the fit and trim. All you care is a durable headset that you can play with, and you want it from a credible source, which is why you came to my channel, and thanks for tuning in. But shit, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. The future of, of gaming is wide open. You know, I don't know what it's going to be. And as I said, you know, the biggest complaint is that the PX5s operate on the same frequency as the as your router and as your other electronics, which causes some interference. That is an issue for some people. Wasn't a big issue for me, but it's an issue for some people, and that will be addressed moving forward. But that one negative doesn't negate that this headset is just genuinely awesome. And it's completely wireless. Let's not forget that. I mean, you still got to lug some shit around with this damn Astro, and they ain't got nothing on the earphone. Whereas the PX5 is completely wireless. I mean, you can do some jump roping if you want to while you get this. Try to jump. You got to jump rope with this damn cord on the Astros in order to do something. I mean, I like to broke my ass the other night. I hooked it on the chair. I was getting up to grab some water, and shit went terribly wrong. But I mean, I was able to, I'm still alive all in one piece. But I didn't have that issue. I didn't have nothing to worry about but the headset. And with all that shit on the earmuffs, it was just awesome to me. Like I said, I felt like Iron Man or something. I had all these I was calling for Jarvis. Hey, Jarvis, what I need to do to get more kills, you know, I'm just talking. But seriously speaking, it was a treat to play with these. And I think moving forward, Turtle Beach is more progressive than other companies are right now, even Trading, because yeah, they do suffer in sound quality in some areas, but the innovation is awesome. And to be able to have custom presets, I keep telling people, the more custom you can have something, the better off it'll be. So I was going to award the win to the Astros, you know, and become a dick rider myself, but I subtracted half a point and made it a draw. You know, like the first Rocky, Apollo and Rocky, when, you know, I don't remember what happened exactly, but anyway, the underdog came back and fought his way back in. So my recommendation to you, after watching this very convoluted video, is that either of these headsets would be fine. But right now, in my heart, for the money, because you can get these Air Force PX5s very cheap. And when I say very cheap, about 140 bucks to 170 bucks, somewhere in that range, you got to go with these because you just get more bang for your buck. And from what I've heard is after having them for a while, both of these headsets, for me anyway, are maybe not even a month old. This loosens up, so it gives you less of a squeeze, and I think that will, you know, help with some of that discomfort that I was telling you about. But I think for the money, you just got to go with these because that's the future of what we're doing, guys. And hopefully Astro will surprise and innovate and start putting some buttons on the ears and get rid of this jump rope and this mix amp. But, you know, you're either wired or wired, because if you're not wired to the mix amp, you're wired to the actual receiver. So, you know, it is what it is. You are tethered one way or another. Let me know what you think, guys. That was my heads up comparison of the PX5s to the Astro A40s. I know there are not a lot of true videos out here about it. You got people that are fans one way or another. This is 100% unbiased because, one, I've got both sets sitting right here. So it's not like I'm getting endorsements. And if you guys have seen my views, ain't nobody watching but the few of y'all. So, you know, it is what it is. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think I was a little too out of touch or over the top with this information. Anyway, guys, comment, subscribe. Let me know. We got some other stuff coming up in the future. We are going to be doing some stuff with that blue Yeti microphone that I told you about. We got a lot of stuff coming up this summer. I'm super excited. Got big plans for the channel, I hope. And I hope that we can grow to 10,000. Hell, maybe we can grow to a full partnership. We'll see what happens. Thanks for your support, everybody that's been here. And everybody that's new, welcome to the party. Peace.